Well, I certainly made you money and saved you money in the process the past couple of days. Of course, on Tuesday, part of a 2-0 sweep that you got thanks to a discounted coupon price of just $14. You got my one and only 10-dime NHL Game of the Year winner with the Flyers over the Florida Panthers and a 5-dime bonus play on the Tigers in Game 4 of the ALDS. Then yesterday, I was the half-price play of the day here at the site, and I have no problems ever putting the pressure on myself when it comes to these special deals. I love that. I mean, if you're afraid of the pressure in this business, then you shouldn't be gambling in the first place, right? And that goes for being a handicapper as well. Well, yesterday I had a 15-dime play, and remember, 99.9% of my plays are rated between 5 and 15 dimes, and I scored with the Cardinals in their win against the Pirates. Well, today, guys, there are 4 games in football. One in the NFL, the Bears and the Giants, and of course 3 more in college. But I've got to tell you, there's just one game that is screaming, bet me, bet me, bet me. And you know me, guys, when that little voice is on my shoulder whispering in my ear, I never ignore it. And that is going to be the game between San Diego State and Air Force, probably the least attractive of tonight's 4 games, the least visible in terms of media attention. But to me, it's the best bet on the board, guys, and you know how many times I've told you I always like to concentrate the most where the odds makers concentrate the least, because that's where I feel that you always find the best value. And guys, this play is the biggest play I've had so far this football season. And it's a 15-dimer, just like the Cardinals were last night. Just like the 15-dime releases I'm undefeated with in the NFL this season, going 7-0-1. Or 8-0, depending on what you had with the Saints-Broncos game a few Mondays back. Just as strong as the winner I gave you with the Packers over the Lions on Sunday. Just as strong as last Thursday's winner with the Browns over Buffalo 2 Mondays ago when I gave you the Saints on Monday night against the Dolphins. And, of course, 2 Sundays ago, Denver blowing out Philadelphia. This play is as strong as all those plays. So that's what I've got going tonight. Now, the other 2 college games, USC hosting Arizona amidst the coaching change for the Trojans, and Louisville is a huge double-digit favorite, laying 19 points at home against Rutgers. Those are going to be the free picks I'm going to give you later in the report. I have strong opinions on both of those games. As for the Bears-Giants, if you're looking for my opinion on the game, you got to go look someplace else, because I have no clue. I mean, you got an 0-5 team versus a Bears team that failed to show up last week at home against New Orleans, failed against Detroit the week prior, has lost 2 in a row after a 3-0 start. You got me who's going to win the damn game. I'm going to watch it. I ain't going to bet it, though. So I'll get to those free picks in just a moment. Let's talk about some of the other guys here at the site. You know, Jeff Benton. Oh, matter of fact, Jeff Benton. You want the NFL winner tonight? Turn to Jeff Benton. He has had 100-dime play, a max wager release so far this season in the NFL. It was week number 1, the opening Sunday, when he gave you the Saints over the Falcons. Tonight, another 100-dimer in the NFL. It took 5 weeks, but he spotted the game. It's your Bears-Giants side, his NFC Game of the Year. Remember, this play is also twice as big as his 50-dime Super Bowl winner on the Ravens. And remember that incredible run he had in college basketball where he finished the college season going 12-2 with 100-dime releases, capping that campaign with Louisville over Michigan in the national title game? This play matches that one in terms of intensity. You know, Trace Adams over the past 6-7 years has just been like money in the bank on Thursday nights with his Raise the Bar 1,500-star releases. Well, tonight he's going for number 7 out of 9 and 25 of 37 overall. It's on Rutgers and Louisville. Had a 1,500-star winner on the Bengals outright over the Patriots on Sunday. 1,500-star winner on Memphis covering against Central Florida on Saturday. 1,500-star winner last Thursday night with Western Kentucky, a 7.5-point road favorite by 3 touchdowns over UL Monroe. That is what he's got going today. $1 players up a little over $16,000 over the past 3 months following Trace's advice. Now listen, I've got a coupon code here, guys, that will save you $21 off the purchase of one single thing at the site. Doesn't have to be my plays. It could be anybody's plays. Use it towards Trace's. Use it towards anybody else's. Jeff's. It doesn't matter. One-time usage coupon. Save $21. The coupon code is appropriately named enough. $21. 21 DOLLARS. $21 will get you that. Now, also going today, Insider Money Moves. I've talked about it many, many times. And the guys that run the Insider Money Moves believe that I jinx them every time I talk about it here on the video because each of the last 3 times, going over the past, I guess 4 months or so, that I have made you a trial offer on the Insider Money Moves, the service has responded by going like 1 or 2 games under 500, 1 or 2 games over 500, or break even. Coming into the trial period, they were on a roll. Coming out of the trial period, that 7-day period, they went on another roll. So they blame me, of course, even though these are the plays from, the top syndicates, the big-time gamblers in Vegas that you're getting. But they blame me. Hey, that's okay. Whatever makes you feel better, okay? So today I thought I'd do something different. I won't do a 7-day trial. 10 days, $9.95. How's that? 10 days of service from the Insider Money Moves for $9.95. And listen, for those of you that are new to the site, what the Insider Money Moves service is, literally getting the top plays from the big guys in Vegas. Usually only get them maybe anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes before the game, so it's not a service for everybody. That's why I want you to try the $10 period. You got to hate when your phone rings when you're in the middle of doing a report. 10 days for $9.95, so it comes out to about $1 a day. And, a lot of people talk about, the late-breaking steam moves, the insider moves. That's all marketing. That's all hype. Late-breaking information. It's all BS. Usually propagated by 800 salesmen with thick New York accents with a whole boiler room of salespeople trying to beat you up and rob you for $300 to $5,000 for a single pick on a game. I mean, it is malarkey. It's been that way for 30 years, long before I was in this business. It's just all a big con game. Insider Money Moves doesn't do that, though, guys. Listen, there are big bettors in Vegas and also syndicate groups that truly have the power to come in and move the line, that truly come in just sometimes a half hour to 45 minutes before game time, and they make their moves. Sometimes there's 1 or 2 plays a day. Sometimes there's 4 or 5. Sometimes there's none. But that's what the Insider Money Move service is. It is not for everybody, but it's something you want to try out for 10 days for $9.95, $1 a day. On the Insider Money Moves page here on the site, there's a video of me talking about the service. It gives you all the details on the site as well. And the one thing I can tell you in terms of how you get the plays, what I would suggest, there's 4 different delivery methods. I personally like the automated call to my cell phone or my home phone. You can change it. Or I like getting a text message either because, I think that the automated call is the fastest way to get the delivery. Yes, you can sit online and get the plays. Yes, you can get them by email. Yes, you can get them by text message. But, texts don't always come through on your cell phone ASAP depending on your carrier. So I like the automated phone call. It's all explained on the page. Again, you can get that, the 10 days for $9.95, simply by using coupon code MONEY. Money, M-O-N-E-Y. Money, M-O-N-E-Y. Charity Play of the Week. Before I get to the free selection, the Charity Play of the Week has won 20 of the last 28 weeks. We're going for 21 out of 29 today with one of the hottest handicappers at the site, Chris Jordan, with his 600-star college total winner number 3 in a row. Last Thursday, you got BYU and Utah State under. UCLA and Utah under last Thursday, and it was the $5 play of the day. You got BYU and Utah State under on Friday. It was the $5 play of the day, and today you're going to get it for free. Once again, Chris Jordan, college total winner number 3 in a row. It's a 600-star play, one of his highest-rated selections in football. $10 bettors have already won $2,500 as he has won 6 of the past 7 days. So check it out. You get it for free using his last name as the coupon code Jordan, Jordan. Right? You save $75. It doesn't cost you a damn thing, but it's quid pro quo. Charity Play of the Week. I started the program over 20 months ago. I give you a selection of one of the top handicappers here for free, and then if it wins the following day, I ask you to make a donation of whatever amount you can afford to give, whenever you're going to give it, to a family, a group, an organization, somebody that's in time of financial duress. I believe it creates positive karma. I believe karma is something that's not dropped off at your doorstep every single day. I think it's something you got to go out and earn. Not that it guarantees that you're going to win every single one of your bets either, but listen, we can never have enough positive karma in our life. So it's quid pro quo. If it wins, I ask you to make a donation tomorrow. If it loses, nothing ventured, nothing gained. But guys, seriously, it's won 20 of the past 28 weeks. So check it out from Chris Jordan right now. Okay, let's talk about these free selections here tonight. First of all, going to give you, you know what, let me see which game I want to talk about first. The 10:30 start. Let's go in reverse chronological order in case you're watching this video report late. And where the hell were you if you weren't watching it early? Southern Cal, -6 at home against Arizona. You know, when the Trojans lost to Arizona last year, 39-36, USC was number 10 in the nation at the time. They were off to a 6-1 start, and since then, everything has just gone in the hopper. Lane Kiffin, of course, was fired a couple weeks ago after that disaster against Arizona State. You know, USC, you look at the talent up and down this roster and you go, they should blow out Arizona. But now you have a new interim coach. You have a offensive coordinator is now coming out of the booth as well as the defensive coordinator. The offensive coordinator and defense coordinator is now going to be working on the sidelines for the rest of the season. The OC is going to be opening up the playbook, wants to get more motion in the USC attack, which has been very run-oriented this year. And it's been very successful running the ball as well. You got an Arizona team here that really has played just one step-up game, and that was last week against Washington on the road, and the Wildcats got absolutely destroyed in that contest. Their quarterback play has been subpar, but then again, they're going with a sophomore who's only making his 5th start of the season. They're ranked 117th out of 123 Division I-A teams in terms of passing the ball, averaging just 111 yards a game. Arizona has certainly been able to run the ball, but listen, this is a team that still lost its road opener, granted, in the driving rain in Seattle to Washington, 31-13. But I think this is a spot that you've got to give the Trojans the benefit of the doubt. Now, you know, as I talked about in the last couple days in the video reports, I'm always a big proponent of going with a new team or going with the team after a managerial change, okay? I think that's a great time to jump on them. Now, that works in hockey, it works in baseball, it works in basketball. I've never found it particularly effective in football because of the dynamics of football. 1 game per week, okay? X number of games per season. It doesn't have the flow and the pace of basketball, baseball, and the hockey seasons, okay? But still, I think that this is a spot that the Trojans who have to win here tonight, and I think they respond, and I would be willing to lay the 6 points. Now, Louisville has played a bunch of nobodies, okay, this year. Let's be honest. They played a bunch of nobodies, okay? Big deal. They held Temple scoreless to the final minute of last week's game in Philadelphia before winning 30-7 easily, okay? But who the hell have they played? Absolutely nobody. Oh, they had one step-up game, if you want to call it that, when they took on their arch-rival on the road against Kentucky. They fell behind early, had to rally for the win, and failed to cover by a half point. After the game, head coach Charlie Strong, he was ticked because his offense was so slow out of the box. And I think that will serve the Cardinals well here tonight against a Rutgers team that puts plenty of points on the board. In fact, ranked 22nd in the nation in scoring, averaging 40 points a game. Problem is, even though they've scored at least 28 points every game, they can't stop anybody. Yes, remember that season opener at Fresno, 52-51 loss in overtime. Then last week, they needed triple overtime after blowing a big lead to beat SMU on the road, 55-52. Now, in between, they had a nice comeback win from a double-digit deficit at home against Arkansas, but the Razorbacks were without their starting quarterback in that game. But overall, the thing that strikes me about Rutgers is, and there are 2 games where they've taken on high-powered offensive teams. Both SMU and Fresno State were one-dimensional attacks, okay? They were 2 teams that simply threw the ball. Fresno State with Derek Carr and, of course, Garrett Gilbert for SMU. And those 2 quarterbacks combined to go 97 for 143 for 940 yards and 10 touchdowns. 10 touchdowns in those 2 games against a very green, inexperienced Rutgers defense, and especially in their secondary, picking it apart. Well, now you got Teddy Bridgewater tonight, okay, coming into this contest. He's only completed like 70% of his passes on the season. He has, 1,500 and some yards, 16 touchdown passes versus 1 interception. So, Bridgewater should have the same success, especially playing at home, as Derek Carr did and as Gilbert did. Also, Bridgewater has the luxury of having a very good ground game to support him. SMU and Fresno State do not run the ball effectively. Rutgers, even though they were able to focus on the pass, couldn't stop either one of those teams through the air. Tonight, they can't cheat. Plus, I think it's also a difficult spot for Rutgers having to play on the road for a second straight week with short week of preparation. Very difficult spot. I think it definitely pays dividends, and that's why I like Louisville Now, am I going to lay 19 points with Louisville in this game? Hey, I think really this could be one of those games that could be like 44-21. It could be one of those 27-10 games going the other way, and that wouldn't be so good. That's why it's a free pick. But I do like Louisville, and I do like USC as your two free selections today. And as I said, with the Bears and Giants, if you know hell, get it from Jeff Benson. Maybe I'll get it from Jeff Benson, because I have no effing idea otherwise. Well, that'll do it, guys. Best of luck to y'all, and I will catch you again on Friday when we do this once more. And remember, as I've told you repeatedly here the past couple of weeks, there's a free fantasy football league contest run in conjunction with DraftStreet.com. It's here on the site. Click through the ads. It's a $1,000 free roll, free to enter. Top 100 finish in the money, and first place gets $100. Do it now. Play fantasy football with DraftStreet.com. Just click on the ads here at the site. Good luck, guys. Talk to you again tomorrow.